And we've been emphasizing that true worship is something that comes from the human heart. It's not just outward acts, whether they are religious acts such as praying or fasting or giving of alms. The most important aspect of worship is that it comes from our heart. And any outward expression of worship must be a genuine expression of a heart that is full of the Holy Spirit. We've been looking at how worship is connected with practical service. It's not as if we have on the one hand our specific religious acts and deeds on the one hand, and then on the other hand the kind of daily life, the routine of daily life. No, when we are full of the Holy Spirit and we're in a relationship with God, everything that we do is an act of worship. Whether it is the mother washing her baby, whether it is the person who's preparing the meal, whether it's the person who is in the marketplace or in the field working, or whether it's the student studying, if we're living the whole of our life unto God, then it's all an act of worship. And then those religious things, perhaps those expressions of worship which are more specific and more particular, such as prayer and fasting and singing and rejoicing before God, or experiencing worship in a public Christian service, those things flow out of the inner relationship we have with God. And I like that because it reminds us that worship is not something external. We don't do it for our own gratification so that others can look at us and say, what a holy person you are, the way you're worshiping God. We don't somehow project our righteousness externally and our worship externally so that we draw attention to ourselves. Worship, after all, is a selfless thing. It's when we turn the focus away from ourselves to the person of God.